All right, welcome everyone to another Money Working for You presentation. Tonight is going to be about becoming a leader. My name is Greg Johnson. I'm based in the US, in Texas, and have been a part of Money Working for You for the last 5 months. But you're not going to get to hear from me tonight. You're actually going to get to hear from our owner and mentor that has been doing this for a long time. Jason Burton is going to be leading us tonight. He spent the first probably decade of his life doing copyright and printing, but for the last 20 years, he has been dedicated to network marketing and helping other people learn how to build big businesses. So I'm going to hand you over to Jason. Jason, take it away.
Thank you very much, Greg. You know what, when I was just counting up 2 decades then, and I started to realize my age. Well, that's really, really fun. But I just wanted to welcome all of you guys. You know, you're awesome. You keep coming back to these education meetings because they are so important. I just want you to remind you guys, this is not a GAM meeting. This is not an Elevate Pass meeting. It's not a Pariba meeting. It's nothing to do with the actual businesses we promote. Okay, because if you look at the businesses as a vehicle, okay, and when you are learning to drive, you go to a school to learn to drive, okay, and then once you've learned to drive, you pick the vehicle of your choice, which you pick the color, you pick is it a sporty one, is it an old school one, you have choice. Okay, and this is really, really important to understand what Money Working for You is all about. Okay, it's not a business, it is an education to teach you how to drive multiple vehicles. Okay, I never want to see people get confused with the difference of Money Working for You. Is it a business and we've got all these things going on? No, it's something which is very separate. So when you sign up to one of those businesses, you're going to get that thought in your mind and you think, what do I do? How do I do it? How do I work with people? Do I put the people here? Do I put the people there? And then sometimes we're having to build relationships with people. Okay. The businesses we promote do not teach that stuff. That is what Money Working for You is all about. And that's what makes you guys special, because you're coming back all the time. So you can just learn that little bit more, because every time we are putting one of these meetings together, you will always have an aha moment where I think, you'll probably recognize most of it. Okay, because we're not all dum-dums here, right? We do pick things up. But there's always something when a speaker is talking, our brain is like a filing cabinet. And when I'm talking, I will suddenly pick another bit of knowledge and throw in. And that's where you get your aha moment. Okay, it's the same with Caddis. It's the same with Robert. It's the same with all the top leaders, that they have knowledge. And when they're talking, a little bit more comes out. And that's why I always congratulate you for always coming to these meetings, because it's so, so important. Okay, so let's just move on through the slides. Okay, why do we use a system? Okay, well, you want duplication. Okay, that is number one thing. You want a business which is going to duplicate without you. Okay, if you don't have duplication, you are going to end up with a very small network. And I'm pretty sure that you haven't joined these businesses. Okay, I've joined this business so I can have a small business. I don't think that's in your mind. I think it's in your mind that you're signing up so you can get something to duplicate. So you end up with having tons of money coming into your bank account. And the only way to do that is to get duplication. You're not going to get it by just sharing your link on Facebook. Okay, just being honest with you guys. Okay. If someone says, oh, sign up with me and here's my link and all you got to do is share it. Okay. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. Okay. There is a very systematic way to build our business, and I'm teaching you it. We want to get predictable results. And also when we're getting the predictable results and we're putting something together, we want to make sure that those results stay in place. How many times have you been, maybe you've never done this sort of thing before, or maybe you've done loads of different businesses, and there's nothing worse than putting a network together and then it all disappears overnight and you're thinking, where did everybody go? Why didn't it glue together? That is the biggest question people have. And it's always because there's not a system in place. So what do people do wrong? Okay. Wouldn't you not want to know how to build it right? I'm pretty sure some of you want to know how to build it right. Well, biggest thing is bad communication. Okay, it's a little bit like Chinese whispers. You know, that was a game we used to play when we were kids, and all the kids would be sat around the rug, and the first one would whisper in the first person's ear and say, "The cat sat on the mat," and the next and that little girl's job was to say the same thing in her friend's ear and then repeat it round the table. And it was always so funny because it came back with the dog riding the bicycle to the pub. Well, maybe not the pub, but I just try and have a bit of fun with you guys, because sometimes these meetings can be a little bit boring, but it's always good to have a bit of humor, right? But the fact is that the story changes. Okay, you do not want a network where the story changes. So when you have a system, everybody's going to be speaking the same language, the same business language. Okay. Or you can have a network where everybody's saying, "No, I'll do it my way. No, I'll do it my way." You know, can you imagine a game of football with all the players saying, "No, no, give me the ball. No, I'm going to kick it over here." There wouldn't be very many games won. Okay, that is without a system. So the thing is, so this is about you. Everything starts with you. Okay, this is meant to represent your brain, actually. Okay, most of you, when they come into these businesses, or most people are, they're building on empty. That basically means that you need to feed your brain with positive material, because when we're building our business, isn't it intimidating? You know, how many no's do you get? You know, I once saw many years ago a business mentor. He got a piece of paper and he drew a really big bucket on one side, and he wrote the word no on it. And then he drew a tiny little bucket and he could hardly see it, and he wrote the word yes. And he says, okay, every time you show your business to someone, okay, you've got to write yes or no on a piece of paper. And he explained, to be successful, both buckets had to be full. Okay, so with me knowing that, could you handle all the no's? Okay, this is why you need to protect yourself when you are out there on the field fighting for your freedom. You want to get yourself full by, working on your dreams. Okay, very, very important. Everything starts with a dream. You've got to have a good vision for your future. You need to read a lot of positive books, a lot of educational books. We recommend you can even have a list of the books if you want them. I'm not going to just put them in the group. You need to ask me, because you just need to meet us halfway and just say, I want to be led. I want to learn. Could you recommend some books for me, Jason? Could you recommend some books for me, Katis? And so on. Okay. And I recommend you listen to positive audios. It's so important. And when you get your glass full, you'll be sponsoring everything that inside. It's unbelievable when you get yourself up there, everything falls in place. But if you're walking around half full, all miserable, everybody's saying no, how many people's going to join you? Not many. Without a system, your structure looks like this. This is people in your network building the business by trial and error. It's expensive, it's time wasting, and it just falls apart. I'm pretty sure you don't want your structure to look like that. So what you could do, if you really understand what the system is money working for you. Okay, and you sign someone up into GAM, or you sign someone up into Pariba or Elevate Pass. What do you do with that person? Well, they're going to have 1,000 questions, and I'm aware that the companies have their own Zooms, and that's great. Okay, but they are not teaching this stuff. You need to bring your person in the system, and of course we have a certain way of you bringing them in, and when they go through the system, they come out a predictable shape, a predictable person that we can work with. They understand the system, they understand how things are going, and we can work with them. So what do we do after we've just put one person through? Well, we need to put lots of people through. It's just like it's like a money working for you factory of success. And we're just pushing people through. Use money working for you. Come to the Zoom Monday, come to the Zoom on Thursday. Come and meet Jason, come and meet Cadis, come and meet Jürgen. They'll talk about the system. And you will start to end up with leaders that you can talk to with this right language. And then you've got something that is strong. We're all talking the same success language. So, but how do we get these things in place? Well, first of all, what I always do when someone asks me, even me, you know, I've got the knowledge, and someone asks me, Jason, what do you do? Guess what I say? I say, you need to check out Money Working for You, and I'll see you on the meeting on Monday. I'm not going to jump on Zoom and do my own seminar when I've got Money Working for You. That was the whole idea of making it, so I could have some freedom. And the good news is when you use it, you'll have freedom too. You don't have to sit on Zoom and explain everything. Everyone here on this meeting right now, or any person that's watching this film, if it ends up on YouTube, I don't know, you can recommend Money Working for You. Everybody can do that sentence, correct? Oh, what business are you in? Oh, I'm in GAM. Okay. Have you checked out Money Working for You? There's a great education in there with about 20 films. You can watch it. Oh, I'm in Elevate Plus. Well, we've got a great section about that. You don't need to become an expert. You need to be good at promoting the system. How do we start this system thing? Well, when you first start, you're going to join Money Working Facebook group. Okay, that is the first step, because we need to get people in the environment of other winners. Okay, so they can start, because everybody that joins us first, they don't always join the business right away. They need to feel comfortable in the environment and to see that we are real. They want to know actually if you are real. Can they trust you? And when you put them in the Facebook group, people start to think, oh, right, this is actually true. This is pretty good, this stuff. And then the person could say, oh, right, no, I'd actually like to join one of those businesses. So they pick a business. And then you can book a Zoom with someone which is at a higher level. I highly recommend a pro leader or even an executive pro leader. That may sound like a funny name, but it's actually a name we give to people that have built a business to a certain size. And that means that they've got experience and they know how to talk to you and get you educated to the next step. They will bring you to the Telegram chats. We have a Telegram chat where we can all communicate. Okay, and the first thing is they'll say download the app, which is Money Working for You app. And once you've done that, you get access to all the films for all the businesses. Okay, you got tons and tons of knowledge in those education films. And if you've got a question, the answer's in the films. I'm pretty sure of it. Okay. And then, you know, then after you've watched the films, you're probably going to want to set a bigger goal. You think, oh, all right, okay, now I've had the big aha moment. I want to build this. I want to make some money. How do I get going? And what we're going to do is sit you down with someone with a bigger level of business so we can start to plan your future. Okay, your financial future is talked about in that meeting. Okay? It's not my financial future we're going to be discussing. It's yours. That's why I highly recommend you contact us. Okay, we're going to be talking about your future. So, and of course, you know, the second you sponsor your first person, you are becoming a leader. Okay, but the thing is, what are they looking at? What do they see? Okay, because there's certain things that as we become a leader, there's certain habits that we need to create for the business to start duplicating correctly. So everything duplicates, good or bad. You know, if you wear your hair one way and the whole group wears their hair this way, you know, is a little bit of a joke. We used to do that in the seminars, but it's true. If you're doing the right things, people in your group copy the right things. If you're doing the bad things, they will also copy. Okay, but by the way, the bad things takes money out of your bank. The good things put the money in your bank. So it's just a decision. Okay, are you 100% following the system? I've already explained what the system is, and it's get people connected to money working for you, okay? Are you 100% following the system, and are you promoting the system? Do you get counsel from someone bigger than you? And I don't mean in size, I mean someone with a bigger business that knows how to build this business. Or are you building your business by trial and error? Okay, that's the question you need to ask yourself. Am I building my business by trial and error, or am I getting around someone bigger than me that knows how to build it? And am I letting them, you know, online, of course, you know, we log into your business and we have a helicopter view of what you're doing. And you've got someone with a bigger knowledge that can tell you exactly what to do. Okay, so do you get that type of counsel? Because I highly recommend you do. How to build trust. Our entire organization is built on trust. Look at it as a marriage, okay? How long would I stay married if I didn't have any trust with my wife? How long would you last? Try staying married without loyalty. It doesn't work, right? We know how that marriage is going to end. So to build trust, you know, number one, have integrity. That basically means do what you say you're going to do. So if you say it, do it. Just do it, okay? Don't beat around the bush. And I know life comes up sometimes and it gets busy. Then say sorry. Be man enough or lady enough, if that's the right word, to say sorry. It didn't work today, but I would like to move the appointment. You're showing integrity, okay? Be loyal to your uplines, be loyal to your downlines. Edification. I could do a whole hour on edification. No, I could do a whole 2-hour seminar on edification because it's that important. But it basically means that you need to edify your team, your upline team, okay? You need to get good at talking about your upline in a good way with your downlines. Why? Because they want to know where you get your information from. Okay. And during the conversations, we will always give it back to you, because when we're talking about you in front of your downlines, we're able to say, you know what, we've been working with John, or so let's use Greg as an example. We've been working with Greg for 5, 7, 6 months or something. And you can trust this guy. You need to get connected with him. Because if Greg has already given me edification, I can give it back and his group starts to listen. Okay. Have any of you got any downlines that don't listen to you right now? Okay. Very, very important. And if you want a meeting on edification, please ask me, because I would love to do an edification meeting for you to teach a little bit more about it. So, and your downlines count on you. So you've registered your first person and they actually count on you. We're there, we have a responsibility to help them get started in business, okay? But we also have a responsibility to help them stay in business. You know, are you doing what you say you're gonna do when you're talking to your brand new downlines, okay? And do you tell them about the Zoom meetings that's coming up on Monday and Thursday, okay? You know, I'm doing this meeting tonight and I can see the numbers are low. And I actually feel that some people are missing out when they could have been getting this knowledge. Okay. I think they would be happy to get some of this knowledge if they had actually pressed the little button to log into Zoom. But that some of them couldn't because they didn't get the information about the Zoom. All right. Or it wasn't promoted in the right way. Something to think about, guys. So, am I really core? Well, what is core? I'm going to show you on the next slide. But if you're 100% core, 100% results. Very predictable, okay? Have I written down my dreams? You know, you're never going to get in action if you don't know what you want. Why are you doing this, okay? And do I read them every day? I read my dreams all the time. I have pictures on the wall so I don't forget, because life comes in the way, right? You know, I've got to do this today. But the thing is, when I go to my fridge and I see the car that I want to buy next, just getting the milk out, but I can see my dreams, okay? Because I'm deliberate, I set it up. Can you do that too? Do you always have a goal with a date? Very important. We'll go over that in a second. What is core? Okay. Take a screenshot of this page right now, okay? and find a way to print it off. If you haven't got a printer, write it down and put it somewhere where you can see this. This is your page to success. I can guarantee it, I can absolutely guarantee it, if you actually committed to doing these 7 points for a month and you had a few people in your group doing exactly the same thing, you will be shocked at the results that you get in your business. Okay, I just challenge you to try it, because number one, you need to be consistent in your business. Okay, you can't go to the gym twice a year, it doesn't work. You need to do it a few times a week. The same thing in this, your business needs a certain rhythm. Number two, I've spoken about that already. Connect people to the system. Number three is, well, when do I connect them to the system? Fast as possible. Okay, within a window of 48 hours, just get them involved in Money Working For You. Here's the link. Let's get you started. Let's start watching the film so you learn how to build your business correctly. Number four, remember duplication. Okay. Sometimes I say, you know, if you count all the people in your business, all right, and you know that's on your all the people that's on the meeting is the size of your business. Well, it's actually very, very true. Okay, because I would rather, I tell you something now, I'm going to be honest. If I have 100 people in GAM and I've got 10 people that are on this meeting that are core, I will work with those 10. I won't work with the other people. Okay, simple as that. It's very easy for me to focus on the ones that are core because that's where I'm going to put my time. Number four, we've got to understand duplication, you see, and we've got to make sure people are on the Zoom meeting so they are getting educated. We don't want the little girls and boys sitting around the rug making those funny, you know, whispers, Chinese whispers, right? We want all the team to get the same education so it duplicates and you never ever work alone. Number 5 and 6 is about you. You know, what book are you reading right now? Okay, we talk about it all the time. It doesn't take long to read the right books. It takes 15 minutes a day. It's not long. Every person, even if you're really busy, oh, I'm so busy. No, doing what? You know, I'm pretty sure some of us spend longer on the toilet. I actually have a book in my toilet, just so you know, because there's some times that I'm busy, but if I'm in the bathroom, I still get to read instead of flicking on the phone. You know, 15 minutes a day is 12 books a year. It changes how you think and it changes your bank account. Listening to positive audios, so important, guys. It changes how you think. And remember, if you look around you for a second and you're looking at your bank account and you're looking at your house and you're looking at the car you drive and the places you go on holiday, that is the result of how you think before. Okay, how you start to think from now will change how your results in the future. It's just a decision if you pick up those books or you start listening to the audios. Number 7, be a team player. Come to 2 little Zooms per week so you can stay fresh in this education. Okay, I always learned that 80% of success is just turning up. And I just thought, well, if I can turn up to a couple of these crazy little meetings, I've only got to work on the 20%, and that's just to put a few people in the network and tell them they can come to a Money Working For You education and start getting started, you know. I'll always have a goal card. I'm not going to go for it. This is in Money Working For You. If you're in Elevate Pass and you want to build it seriously, make sure you've got a goal card. There's films in there for you to watch, and you just need to follow the steps. When you work with these goal cards, it will blow your mind if you just had you having a goal card and 2 people, one in one leg, one in the other, you'll be shocked. If you have 3 people, you have about 60 to 90 people in your business in 1 month. Will you be happy with the results? It's up to you. Same thing for Elevate Pass. We even have one for GAM. Okay, if you're in the GAM business, you can have goals for that too. So, Money Working For You, we recognize you monthly for what you did. We have different recognitions. So if you've sponsored 3 people in GAM or Elevate Pass or Pariba or any of the businesses we do, we'll say, well done, congratulations. And your team members will see it. And guess what they say? Oh, I can do what he did. They're all clapping at him and going, well, hey, he was great. I can do that too. And when that starts to happen, your business starts to explode. Anyone here want a business to explode? Very, very simple structure that we have in Money Working For You. Then we have bigger leadership goals. Okay? These are proper leadership goals. This is not like, you know, put a group of people together and see if it happens. These are proper leadership goals that can change your bank account like crazy. Okay. I do apologize if my internet goes a little bit slow, because it just said my internet is unstable, but we're still here, right? We're still here. Hopefully this is going to be a great meeting and some of you are going to apply what's been said. Monday, we have the meeting on Monday and we have the meeting on Thursday, and that is what we do tonight, becoming a leader. Okay. Everything we do here is just a decision. You make one decision with this. Can any of you make just one decision? I want to try doing it the Money Working For You way, whatever business you're doing. Okay. Could you actually just commit yourself to try to build your GAM business, your Elevate business, your Pariba business with the proper goal structure, so you start building leadership into your businesses? Because I tell you something, I am extremely observant when I log into these businesses. Okay, I'm already seeing it. I log in and there's no leadership. That scares me. I'm not going to build a business if there's no leadership. I'm not interested in just sharing links. I'm only interested in building leadership into these businesses, because if you don't, they fall apart and everybody leaves to the next gold little shiny deal that comes up next week. Okay. That's why these meetings are very, very important. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. I hope you got something out of this, and I hope that you're going to apply, which is much, much more important, that you take this and apply. Take and apply. I'm sure you can try. Actually, there's no such thing as try. I'm going to prove that fact. If I hold this pen, can I try to drop it? It's impossible, right? I'm either going to drop it or I'm going to hold it. Okay, make a decision. Do what we do for 1 month with a gold card, and then judge the results of the business that you're building. I don't care what business you're building, that's up to you. But build it with a gold card and build it with leadership, and look at your bank after. Okay, if you don't believe me, try it. That's all I'm going to say.